Hello precious soul. Welcome to Gravitational Orbit's Mindful Meditation Moment, where we expound on thoughts that navigate our hemisphere. Today's topic for all our meditators, and parents and teachers is teaching your children to meditate. It's no wonder it's such a burden on many parents' lives, especially those of you who have reached out to me personally to get advice on how to encourage, teach and help children to practice meditation. First of all, let's face the facts. Many children today can't sit still for 5 minutes or longer, and we have this idea that, well, we're just going to have to force them to learn to meditate. Sound familiar? So here are a few tips to settle the issue with our children. I myself have a 7-year-old son, and it's quite a battle to have him take a technology-free day. A day where he isn't allowed to get on his tablet, his iPhone, or the Xbox. And then there's the debate of your finger being pointed back to yourself. Well, they'll say. You just hear the echoes reverberate throughout the household. Since I have to have no technology, then you should also have none. As hard as that pill is to swallow, you're going to have to take a hit on this one. So let's start out first by putting down our technology for a moment, unless it's being used to play your favorite meditation video. But let's try to cut away from the messaging, Facebook and Twitter, and refrain from responding to texts for a moment. Are you still with me? Okay, great. Let's start off as we always do at Gravitational Orbit, in clearing your database of old stagnant information. Some of it believed to be ingrained processes which you yourselves have created over time, and start afresh. So back to our question of the day, teaching your children to meditate. Let's start with some tips. Number 1. Do you practice what you preach? Is meditation something that is common in your lifestyle? Do you take time to meditate when the children are visible and around? Not during the day, while no one's home, but perhaps during a time when the kids would be most rambunctious. What would this do to their mindset? Possibly teach them that during these times, mom or dad likes to have it quiet in the house so we can't disturb them. I remember this vivid song sung by George Benson. Let me indulge you with the lyrics for a moment. I believe that children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride, to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Songwriters, Linda Creed, Michael Masser. Are you still with me? Wasn't that a telling story of children's laughter, and the wonders of being a child? Back to our guidance for the day. I admittedly strayed for a moment from the path. So yes, let's encourage them to see that we are meditators and we cherish the moment, and they benefit from the experiences that we participate in, because mommy or daddy are no longer ornery. You can relate to that, right? I thought so. Number 2, do we have that special place to meditate? There's definitely a need to create the meditation place designed specifically for you and your tribe. Clutter-free from distractions and entanglements that can get children so distracted. This is not so much for us as parents, but more so because children's concentration patterns are continually in a state of play from the moment they awaken. I am talking about the younger, more impressionables, and not the teenager age group. By the way, this age group would require much more convincing to have them slow down and meditate. It's not impossible, but it would probably have to be their idea, right? There is a camp of belief that some gifted young teenagers are already suited for this methodology, and will likely subscribe to starting a meditation regimen, or even suggest it themselves. We have often heard the expression that these gifted young people are often called old souls, because they gravitate towards spiritual enlightenment faster than some others. If you happen to be in the company of such a gifted young person, have them lead the charge as a guide, an influencer for their younger siblings, in carving out that special place for meditation within your home, the spiritual playground for calmness and a place that's always open. Number 3, talking to children about meditation. The simple idea is making it seem as if they are already practicing meditation. My son has told me several times, "Mom, I need a moment to myself." This is common language I use with him, so it doesn't surprise me he will fling one back at me whenever he needs to be left alone to work through something. Perhaps a thought he is processing, or just to have time for no one to ask him anything. These are great opportunities to insert the language of meditation into their subconscious vocabulary, and instill in them that meditation is a playground in the mind, where everyone and everything is peaceful and tranquil, and it's where you can go to find rest. These are, as we meditators know, simple influential vocal confirmations that we can transmit to them without the need to handcuff them to a chair and force them into submission. Chapter 4. Family Events. I recently got a FaceTime call the other night from my son, who bi-weekly stays at his father's, and in so doing, had a great conversation about his day. In the middle of chatting with him, he stops me and says, "Mom, how is the meditation going?" We discussed how I was writing this chapter, on his level of understanding, and the benefits of meditating. He immediately wanted to hang up. When I asked him why, he responded, "Mom, I want to go to your channel and play your meditation videos on my phone." Oh, the mystery. It appears at times the student has become the master. I was tickled pink about this experience, and felt an obligation to write about this today. Teaching children to meditate is really all about teaching ourselves to permit and allow the belief in meditation. So we have decided to do 10-minute increments before his day gets too busy. This happens to be at his suggestion. How long will it last? We don't know. But involving them in the process, and having them plan a meditation family event, or family night, or campfire experience, under the stars, will definitely keep them engaged, and after time, this will become more and more of a ritual practice in their daily lives. Chapter 5. Time. As ironic as it sounds, finding the time to meditate or choosing the right time to slice the day, just to get a quick meditation buzz, is probably one of the most challenging tasks for you as a parent can face. It's hard enough for us to take the time out of our day, or after the kids are in bed. Some, more than others, know the challenge of slicing time. It's the hand that never stops moving. So why is this one important? Simply put, it's because time to children is different than time for adults. A friend of mine's daughter continues to ask to be awakened immediately once she is awake. When she asked her why, the daughter responded, "I don't want to miss out on anything." Time, as we know, waits for no man. And from a child's perspective, time is so irrelevant. Time is on their side, they've got all the time in the world. When we say something like, 5-minute warning, they interpret it as, "Great, I have 1 hour to go." So let's back up and review. Chapter 5. Time. Try to let them experience meditation in bite-sized nibbles, and finish whenever they're ready to be done. Don't put a limit on the experience. Allow them to control the time they put into meditating. If we box ourselves into using time to experience a meditative state, we will definitely miss all the wonderful experiences and benefits meditation can provide to us. And so it is with children. Why not let them lead the meditation experience, and allow them to become the guides? We may never know, but they may be nourished in a quick 5-minute session, while we are just beginning to take off the baggage of the day. I've often found with meditation that it's not about how long you meditate, but it's more about the quality of your meditation experience. So parents, fellow meditators and practitioners of the art of meditation, enjoy your little ones and be amazed by their perceptions and their childlike meditation skills. There is so much joy to be experienced in that place. Let's take a moment to review. Chapter 1. Do you practice what you preach? Lead by example. Chapter 2. Do we have that special place to meditate? Create a space for everyone to meditate that's always open. Chapter 3. Talking to them about meditation. Engage them in affirmations and positivity at every given moment. Chapter 4, Family Events. Plan a meditation experience using all your children's creative skills. Chapter 5. Time. Make time for it. In conclusion, this is really just the tip of the iceberg with kids, isn't it? During these difficult times we live in, there is a safe place for them to sit and listen to ambient music, perhaps watch a stimulating eye-catching video, and learn the art of meditation. And it happens to be in your own home. At the beginning of this session we came together for guidance about teaching your children to meditate. I hope we can leave with the following experience: showing your children how to meditate. The greatest teacher is also the greatest follower. We can push the noodle and see it turn and become distorted and curled up and not willing to flow with ease, or we can pull the noodle in a straight line behind us. Precious souls, we hope this experience today has been beneficial for you in your journey to showing children how to meditate. Thank you for joining us today, and please remember to subscribe to our channel for more meditation videos, affirmations, and inspirational guidance.